Again, welcome. My name is Victor Garza. I'm the head Gillett Middle School band director here. We have a bunch of music planned for you today. We're really happy that you're here. Again, thank you for coming. Students, thank you for coming. We're going to get started here with the Gillett Mariachi. Quick fact about the Gillett Mariachi. This is their first year performing. So, we started this class about, 2 years ago, and we've been developing it, and they are on their second concert. Their first one was last semester. So if you could help me welcome the Gillett Mariachi. time for Gillett Mariachi, second concert ever. Thank you, ladies. At this moment, if we could have Symphonic Band come on to the bandstand. Okay, thank you for your patience. We're ready to get started now. So, like I said, Symphonic Band's here. They're under the direction of Mr. Marcos Cuellar. Can we please give Symphonic Band and Mr. Marcos Cuellar a round of applause? All right.
Oh, thank you so much, everybody. That was a selection titled Integrity March. That's one of the tunes we played at our UIL program. I have a couple of awards. I think you saw the first one already. But this band has been working really hard this whole year. When we started the school year, this band was like about 22 people. And like half of them were like our percussion section in the back. And while that's wonderful, it's really hard to make music with that limited number of instrumentation. So we did this year, we decided to move a lot of our sixth graders who are progressing really quickly in order to have a competition group. And so let me try this. If you're a sixth grader that was moved up this year, stand up right now. So more than half the band just started playing their instruments, what is that, like 8 months ago? About 8 months ago. And here they are making wonderful music. And we're really proud of all the work the whole band has done. Lots of after school practices, lots of after school practices. Parents are aware of that. I have 2 awards here for after our first song. I call this the Outstanding Women's Award. They have all done a fantastic job this year. I'm super proud of all of them. But this specific award goes to 2 individuals who, if I've had to explain anything to them this entire school year, it's how to set up their stand. I mean, they've figured stuff out on their own. And the first one goes to Mr. Jaime San Miguel. Our second Outstanding Woodard Award will be going to Miss Alana Lopez. Big round of applause for Alana. Our next selection is entitled Dorian Chant. Thank you. That was Dorian Chant. Next to words. Okay, so same idea. We have a couple of outstanding brass players. Anytime we had after school practices, these people were some of the first ones to show up. No complaints, just, sir, yes sir. My first outstanding brass award, oh, by the way, these two are like a power duo. Like everywhere you go, you see them together. They're doing great stuff. They're off to a great start. This is Miss Kira Munoz and Miss Elena Garza. I have a couple more before our last tune. Let's see. Oh, most improved. So this particular person, when we started the school year, I think they were still on the fence about whether or not they wanted to stay in band. It was still like, you know, that you could see it in his face every time he would pull up to practice and stuff. But this person has stuck to it through and through, and they've improved a lot. Like it's amazing the progress this person has done. This this individual is Mr. Jacob Elizondo, most improved. Two more, I promise, and then we'll get to our last tune. Outstanding percussionist. I've been putting a lot of pressure on this one individual to really perform and really carry the band. You can hear it in all of our tunes. I'm always like, you gotta lock in with me, dude. If it doesn't lock in with me, the whole band's gonna slow down. They're gonna follow you more than they're gonna follow me. This percussionist is Mr. Elias Beltran, our outstanding percussionist. And finally, so I'm just gonna go through them. Outstanding section. I think in terms of like me having to explain stuff again, me having to go over stuff, after school practices, most consistent as a section, this is the trumpet section. So thanks so much to the trumpet section this year for being the outstanding section of our Symphonic Band. And with that, our final selection is titled Comet Ride. This particular piece, I passed out 3 weeks ago. I'm like, hey, let's play a new song. Let's not be boring. And they've done a good job of learning it, really piecing it together. This tune is titled Comet Ride. Thank you.
Yeah, can we give it one more time for the Symphonic Band, please and thanks. Good job, Symphonic Band. Woo! All right, this time we're gonna have Symphonic Band depart. And Honors Band, come in over here. Go that way, Symphonic Band. All right, thank you for your patience, everybody. Like I said earlier, we have the Honors Band now. This is our most prestigious group we have here at Gillett, so if you could please give them a round of applause. Honors Band. These students are going to perform for you probably the hardest set of music they've played in the past 10 years or so. I mean, I haven't been here that long, but I can for sure say the music they're playing is really, really high level. So we hope you enjoy it. The first song you're gonna hear is called Boom Boom Gallop. It's a march and it goes by really fast. All right, thank you. That was again Boom Boom Gallop. Before we play our next tune, the next tune's actually not going to be directed by me. Fortunately for us, we live in Kingsville and we have a really great university down the street called TAMUK. And we always have the privilege of getting observers, student teachers, you name it. We get a lot of help from them because we're so close, right? Again, privilege. And this year we were fortunate enough to have a great student teacher. He's the kind of person who I just asked, if I was to ask him jump, he would ask how high, kind of person, you know? So very, very glad we had him this semester. And so without further ado, this is going to be Mr. Christian Palacios. You can give him a round of applause, please. He'll be conducting a song called Stratosphere. Sir, thank you. Can we give it up one more time for Mr. Christian Palacios, please? 5 years ago, I had the privilege of doing the exact same thing he did in this exact dome here in Brahma Nation. And so I can relate to him. And so, yeah, cool, right? Next song we have for you is called Synchronized Energy. And yeah, it goes by really fast. There's some really cool loud moments featuring some of our low brass, low reed players. But before we do that, let's get on to some awards. Let's start with the woodwinds. Our first outstanding woodwind for the honor band goes out to Mia Torres. Yeah, Mia. Our second outstanding woodwind goes out to Julia Montoya. Okay, let's see. We'll save the rest for later. Now it's time for more awards. Woo! Let's see, who do we got next? Oh yeah, Outstanding Brass. Outstanding Brass. I want to talk about this student a little bit. He is an 8th grader who last year, by the way, he's a trombone player, hopefully he doesn't give it away, but he's a trombone player who last year was one of the 7th graders we invited to have in the marching band with us. And we had plenty of trombone players already when we invited him. And so we asked him, hey, do you know what a sousaphone is? And he's like, ah. So if you don't know what a sousaphone is, it's those big, they're like tubas with a big bell, yeah? And as a 7th grader, he was marching a completely new instrument, and he did amazing at it. So this first award goes to Outstanding Brass, Joseph Pavon. This next student, very, very dedicated to his instrument. Again, as a 7th grader, was in the marching band with us, and that was kind of like what broke him out of his shell as a person, as a musician. Came a long way, and he's going to be a student I relate to next year as an 8th grader. And this goes to Zyron Gomez. And we have outstanding percussion. Yeah, this student's a little low-key, keeps to himself, but he always delivers. He has come a long way, and a lot of it has been on his own with his dedication, his work ethic. And so outstanding brass percussion goes to Alberto Yebra. So, if you've been to a Gillett concert before, in the past couple of years since I've been here, I like to make a song. I like to compose music here and there, and I always think it's a great opportunity for me and for the students to play something they've never read before. And last year and the year before I did that, and this year I did the same thing. So the next song is called Inner Phoenix. And so going into the title here, the word Phoenix, I was just, looking up on Safari, Google, and what came out when I looked it up was reborn, kind of like new opportunities, new start kind of thing. And so the title Inner Phoenix is kind of like you taking ownership on your opportunities to try something new. Whenever every day, is a new opportunity. Every time, we start a new school year, what have you, opportunity to make the right decision. And so this one's called Inner Phoenix. We hope you like it. Yeah, I was a little nervous for that one. We just passed it out, but they did really good. Can we give another round of applause, please? Please. Good job. So like I said before we started, the music that you're going to hear from this band is going to be very, very high level. And when we go into UIO season, we look at what songs best fit the group, what their strengths are, what they need to work on. And there's different grade levels to music. There's grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 being the most advanced. And typically middle schools of this size tend to stay between the 1 and 2 level. But I picked the grade 3. I picked the grade 3 and I had a backup in mind, but when they started learning it, they went up. They started learning it really, really fast, and the backup song was a thing of the past. We kept it, and they performed it phenomenally. And it features some solos. So you'll see throughout the song some individuals stand up, so you know who the solos are coming from. So you'll see a solo from Julia. Everybody give Julia a clap real quick. You'll hear another solo from Malachi on piccolo. You'll hear a solo from Micah on alto saxophone. And a solo from Americo over there on baritone. Good job, Americo. Where am I? I had some. Albert wants some clout. So we're gonna give him some clout, but no, it's a really good solo. On timpani we have Albert Yebra. Let's give him another round of applause, please. Alright, so the last 2 awards I have are for most improved. This one goes to a student who, believe it or not, even though he is in the honors band, just picked up this instrument earlier this school year. And he, again, kind of like Albert, work ethic, dedication, put the work in on his own. I would give him music, he would learn it. And not only did he learn the flute, he learned how to play piccolo pretty nicely. Can you hold the piccolo up real quick? Piccolo's like a mini flute, right? So he's, again, like I said, he's gonna have a solo on that. So most improved goes to Malachi Elon. And the outstanding section. So throughout the semester, I would send out reminds saying, all right, sectionals at this time, woodwinds, brass, percussion. And I would always find myself struggling to find time for the percussion. But I always knew they would always deliver. They would always do their part. They're the ones that I probably talk to the least. And so, like I said, percussion, the outstanding section for honors band goes to the percussion section. I'll do it to you after. Last song for honors band, The Great Clipper Race. Thank you so much, everybody. Can we please give it one more time for the Honors Band? They played 5 tunes. One more time for the Honors Band. Good job, good job. Wow. Couple minutes, please. We're gonna switch bands for a sec. Here we go. Honors Band, go that way. Beginner Band, start making your way this way. Concert for today. Let's see. We do want to recognize some people. I believe we have some school board members here. Maybe Mr. I saw Mr. Mireles. Mr. Mireles, thank you, Mr. Mireles. Who else we have? Mrs. Salinas. You have Miss Salinas out there? I think we saw her. Dr. Perez, I know you're here. Thank you so much for coming, Dr. Perez. Any other staff, faculty, we appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. We're gonna carry on with the concert, but again, thank you for all that you do for the district and for our students. Next song, or next band, we have the Beginner Band. These students have been playing for about a year or less. And we're gonna play a couple songs for you, then we'll wrap it up. We hope you like this song called Two Bridges March. That song is harder than it sounds. Let me tell you, man, there's so many parts going on, and what you just heard, everybody kind of has to take ownership for their own part. They can't really rely on other people in their section to, help them out. So again, really, really good job on that song. We're gonna move on to awards real quick. So we're gonna start with woodwinds. And if you're a band student, you should not be talking. All right, outstanding woodwind for the Gillett Beginner Band goes out to, and by the way, this student started, not like all these other students at the beginning of the school year, she started this semester, right? And we're very, very proud of, how far she has come in the past couple of months. So the outstanding woodwind goes out to Zaraya Gonzalez. Next, outstanding woodwind, we have flute player. Doesn't tend to talk a lot, but every time she plays, it sounds really, really nice. And we really like, that she puts in the work and all of that. So the outstanding woodwind goes out to Michaela Shahana. Where's Michaela? Good job, Michaela. Another outstanding woodwind. This was a student who, a lot of her peers, last year as 6th graders, joined band, and I would always see her hang out with them, and I'll be like, why aren't you in band? Why aren't you in band? And she's like, I'm gonna do it next year. I was like, okay. And so she, she's a 7th grade beginner, and she has come a really long way, and we're very, very proud of her for all that she's done. This award goes out to Azaria Aussie. Yeah, come over. Next, we have outstanding brass. Come a long way, trombone player, tends to do what he's supposed to all the time, stays out of trouble. And this goes out to Jose Cerda. Good job, Jose. Another outstanding brass. He's a student who I would see at concerts before he was even a band student. And then I saw him in band. I was like, hey, I recognize you. So he would come support his relatives who are in the band at the high school and here at Gillett, I believe. So this outstanding brass goes out to Kobe Lozano. Another outstanding brass player. Man, you can. It's one of those things where you can't tell you're missing this until you realize when you have it that you were missing this, and this is a tuba player. It's the lowest of the lowest sounds, and every time they're not there, you can definitely tell, and every time they are there, you can definitely tell. So this outstanding brass player goes out to Azrael de la Paz. Outstanding percussion. This is a student who has older relatives in band, so I've seen quite a bit. He knows how to play piano because every time we give him free time, he's always there on the piano playing some pretty cool stuff. And so he'll probably be my piano player for jazz band next year. Now he knows. But this outstanding percussion goes out to William Lovelady. Yeah, William. And the last award, another outstanding percussion. He'll be the one laying down the beat here in this next song, playing snare. This goes out to Robbie Perez. Before we play our last song and conclude the concert, I want to give a special shout out to all the staff that work here, fine arts, band directors. We have Mr. Robert Alvarez in the back. He's the percussion teacher, mariachi director. We have, where's Mr. Cuellar? You already saw him conduct the Symphonic Band. Mr. C, where? Oh, he's up there taking pictures, working hard. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Cuellar. We have our fine arts secretary, who's on the other side over there. She does a lot of things for us. This is Miss Esther Villarreal. Thank you so much, Miss Esther. Another shout out to our fine arts director, Mr. Porfirio Mendez. If you can give him a round of applause, Mr. Mendez. Thank you, Mr. Mendez. And conducting this final song and concluding the concert for today is Mr. Mark Saldivar. Mr. Mark Saldivar, thank you so much. So this last song is called Indigo Rock. Nice little cool song. The kids really like it. I hope you like it. And thank you for coming. All right, this is Indigo Rock. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Have a safe drive home again. Thank you so much. Woo. Good job, everybody.